Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bring your home victory straight out the puddle. I'm at the plug and introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't on the brothers. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just pulled up in the state with my soldiers. I blew up and I'm still. Last minute I'ma leave me. Call up Khalif. Brand new first in the you know I stay with you bad. TGAD baby, now that's a gang. Girls after the game. We doing all this, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bring your home victory straight out the puddle. I'm at the plug.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State at TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season. We've got a good one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Jacksonville. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
How is that possible?
Shotgun now for Murray. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Murray now to throw. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Lance. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down. Working from the gun, Lance. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Jaguars had 5 and 11 on the year. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Titans, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
From the gun on third down, Lance.
And that is incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Let's go.
Lance and company going on fourth down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And the slot man goes in motion left.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
It's Barkley on the counter. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third.
The Lance going to throw. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3. Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. They overload him that time on a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He finds Saquon Barkley on the slant. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams coming up with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answer the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now Murray off play action. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And he will be out
the
of
first.
bounds here.
Oh, what?
To be the final play of this first quarter. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Play fake. Murray. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Harris is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
From the 10.
Oh, shoot.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And Lance now to throw. And it's intercepted in the end zone. Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick 6 ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away and finds his way into the end zone.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance.
Oh my God. I'm a bot.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I'm a bot, dog. There's no way I did
It's a
that.
1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait until the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Here we go. Fight, 97.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. He's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Lance.
Oh, hold on.
Throwing middle,
What?
and it's complete.
Ah, he open.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The play made defensively that time by Isaiah Thomas.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Black. Light blue.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Come on, man.
Knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks
pick.
work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing his Lance on third down.
There we go.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. There he goes, left side. And he
There
will
we
take
go.
this one
I'll take that
It's
one.
a touchdown. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10, and he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing on second and long. Lance. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
On third and long, it's Lance.
Oh my God! When I don't go for the pick and I go for the just the knockout, I could have had the pick. That shit wild as hell. That shit wild as hell. Fuck.
Lance looking to throw it.
Like that shit wild as hell, bro. I just had the pick. Sure.
It will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Lance looks to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And he's going to be taken
I ain't go out of bounds.
To 33. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis operating gun. Second
Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
To throw, it's Lance. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
Flushed out right. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup.
And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing now is Lance.
Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete.
Let him get that.
Well.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Now Lance again.
And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Right. Check right. Hey, left.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
Oh, come on, Lenore.
And he is going
You gotta be able to jump in front of that. That's, come on, man. That shit is crazy.
They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down.
That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Now Lance. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. He's got room at the 30.
That shit is crazy, bro.
15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Come on, man.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
And Lance going to throw.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Trayvon Walker
in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying?
Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On play action, it's Murray. Steps away to his left. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. They'll roll him out right. He's got this to Pickens, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Murray. Finds Pickens out right. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. Murray now. Forced out to his left. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Harris running straight ahead, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Murray. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Saquon Barkley, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18.
That shit was so weak.
Still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation. And now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
they crazy.
Second down throw for the end zone.
They crazy.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Play fake. Murray being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they're able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect...
That's a fumble. That's a fumble. Come on, man. This shit is so fake. I swear.
He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was...
Dog, that shit so fucking fake, dog.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And this offense on 3rd down
that
today,
shit fake
they've
as
had a lot of
hell.
chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times.
Damn, that bitch. Like, come on, man.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Give me that.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked
I knew that was some
Great
bullshit.
And the Titans are going to take
It's
possession
literally all in my
of the
face.
football. Well, defensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chris Olave, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter.
Literally the last pass.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And second down, here's Barkley again. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Check view and cycle. Green jack. Red cycle.
And Lance now to throw.
He not gonna drop that?
Tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there.
Shit is lit up. I'm supposed to automatically drop that.
Coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
A first down carry for Barkley. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Running again with Barkley on second down. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.
Bro, I played so ass. Still put that belt to him.